Hello everyone, and welcome to my Embolden Lance build for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak post-bonus update. So, as the name suggests, this is a Lance build focused around the Embolden skill. So, first to go into what that does exactly, go ahead and show it. This is a skill that when the monster targets us, it is going to become in range much more faster. We also gain defense bonus, we gain more dodge and iframes, so our dodges are easier, and we also increases the impact when we guard, so all that synergizes well with Lance, you know, making our guards better, and if we need the dodge, it makes us easier and gives us more defense to make us much more tanky. So to get into the gear then, we are using the Fine Kimura Spear. For this is a solid 330 base attack. This is augmented with full attack, so it's plus 25, bringing it up to 355. It also has good sharpness at a little bit of purple, but a decent amount of white. So good there, but most importantly is the decoration slots, level 4 and a level 2, which is going to be great because we get a lot of other necessary skills. We are relying very heavily on decorations, so and the level 4 is a hard steadfast, so that way we have full stun resistance, so we never have to worry about getting stunned. The level 2 has an expert jewel, so we have a little bit more affinity. And the level 2 in the rampage, of course, has the guard bash deco, which allows us to deal damage every time we guard. So whenever a monster hits us and we block it with just a regular guard switch skill, not a counter or anything else, just the regular guard. It will deal a little bit of blunt damage, so we can also stun the monster whenever it hits us, which is really funny when a monster hits us and it just falls right over. But yes, so to move on, we are using the Lunagaron helmet. Normally this has 2 critical eye and 1 point of wirebug whisper, so more affinity, and we'll be able to keep the wirebugs that we find on the maps for 30% longer. And the 2 level 2 slots, I have attack jewels in them for 2 points of attack boost. Now, for the chest, arms, and waist, we are going with Violet Mizutsune, as these are the 3 pieces that give us Embolden. You can also get Emboldened from talismans with the new melding pots, and also from augmenting, but this is just the most sure way of getting them. Plus, they also give us great decoration slots and other support skills that really help with this build. So, to start with the chest, it has, of course, 1 point of Embolden. It also has a point of Wex, so we have that. It has 2 points of Stamina Surge, so we get our stamina back. So we can guard more often. So guard and attack comes back faster. We can guard more often. In the level 3, and it comes with level 3, 2, and 1 slot that goes naturally. In the level 3, I have Iron Wall Plus, so we have 2 points of guard, making our blocks more efficient. At level 2, we have a jumping jewel from Evade Extender. That way, if we do need to dodge, it is much easier to, which helps out a lot, since there are some attacks that, even with the guard upskill, which we'll get into later, just simply can't be blocked. So, level 1 is a Cornerstone Jewel for Defiance, because it's just a good defensive skill that also synergizes with this build, as it only activates when the monster becomes enraged. So, very much synergy there. In the arms, they have the 2nd level of Embolden, 2 levels of Agitator, which is going to increase our attack and affinity when the monster becomes agitated. Again, absolutely great synergy there. And a 3rd and final point into Stamina Surge, which is going to bring our stamina recovery up to 40%. So we can guard all day, every day. And then it has 3 level 2 slots, which I have nothing but critical jewels in them for full critical boost. Now, the waist has the 3rd and last point of Embolden. It has the 3 other points of Agitator, and it also has 1 point of Adrenaline Rush, which Adrenaline Rush is an attack boost that activates whenever you iframe an attack with your dodge. So, and just your normal dodge as well, not any like counter dodge or anything like that. So, which isn't something as a Lance we're going to be using often, but it is nice to have. And if you do want to augment the waist, you can feel free to just augment it off. So, there is that. Now, it has 2 level 2s and a level 1. We have 2 more attack boosts in here for that, and level 1 has another Cornerstone Jewel for more Defiance. Now, the legs, of course, are Golden Loon Greaves for the last 3 points of Defiance, bringing that up to full. It also has 2 Peak Performance and 2 Recovery up, which help. Peak Performance is something, again, you can also just augment off. recovery up, I would prefer to not do that, simply because it's better healing. And since endgame monsters hit hard, better healing is good. And it has a level 4 and a level 2 slot decos, which we have shield plus and shield, so we have 3 points of guard up. So now for the talisman, this is the usual level 3 attack, 1 quick sheet that I use for most of my builds. Of course, giving us that, and then in the 3 and the 2 slot, we have Tenderizer Decos for the last 2 points of Wax, and 1, of course, Spirit Bird's Call, so we can bring in those Spirit Birds passively as the hunt goes on. So then, now, full set. We have a total of 7 levels of attack boost, Agitator, 5 Defiance, which both activate when the monster becomes enraged, so we have a total of plus 20 attack and 15 affinity, and then Defiance, making us immune to wind, tremors, and roars, plus giving us 30 additional defense, and tremors do. 3 levels of Crit Eye, which this could be higher, but this is still good considering we're getting a bonus 15 from Agitator, and of course 3 levels of both Critical Boost and Wex, 3 Stamina Surge to enhance our guard capability, 3 levels of Guard Up so we can guard attacks that are normally unblockable and reduce their damage by 80%, 3 stun resistance, resist stun, and of course Embolden at level 3 because this is the center of the build, giving us 40 defense when the monster targets us, and greatly prolongs dodging in iframes and greatly lowering impact. And of course, now the reason why guard is only at level 2 is because it actually stacks with Embolden's guard capability. So even though this is only at level 2, when the monster is targeting us, it's like we have level 5. However, again, this is only if the monster is targeting us, so if the monster starts targeting one of your buddies, or if you're another player, if you're on a multiplayer hunt, or perhaps a follower, you will lose that. So if you try blocking an attack that is going to hit you, you're going to have a lot more a lot less resistance to it, so you'll be knocked back more often. So do keep that in mind. Never mind, I just remembered something. I did have Defiance. Not Defiance. Where? Of course, I always look up these things. I mainly hunt solo, so this is something that probably just forgot. And this is something to keep in mind. If you augment a level 1, or if you don't like Spirit Bird's Call, you can put in Distraction. There it is, Diversion. So that way the monster is much more likely to target you, as we want the monster to target us and only us. That way we have Embolden on all the time, and Agitator and Defiance will be on more often. Also, since we are the tankiest weapon, that also squishier weapons like bow guns or bows don't have to worry about being targeted. But since I mainly play hunt solo, I completely forgot about it. But do keep that in mind if you don't like Spirit Bird's Call or want to augment a level 1 on there for that. But yes, so. And of course a Fate Extender, just for a little bit of, again, more mobility if we need it. Wireboat Whisper is always nice. Adrenaline, again, nice. A lot of the stuff is just extra stuff. Extra little sprinkles on top from gear. Moving on to switch skills. Of course, guard, so that way we can activate our rampage decoration. Dash attack. You can go with shield dash, but dash attack goes much longer and deals more damage. Guard dash, simply because it just has more mobility than shield tackle does. Actually, I haven't really used shield tackle that often, I think. But yes, Anchor Rage, of course, is our main counter. Skyward Thrust is nice, as like if the monster is on the ground and you want to punish that, that is very good. But Anchor Rage is typically going to be the go-to, as it is a very big counter, and we don't have to worry about knockback like with our regular guard. And Sheathing Retreat is just here because I don't really like Twin Vine, but Twin Vine gives a lot of mobility as you stick the kunai in there, and then you can just hold ZL and B to just zipline yourself to the boss. You don't really zip, you yoink yourself to the monster. So it's very funny, but I prefer Sheath and Retreat as like it's essentially an oh shit button. Just if you're in a tight situation where guarding is not the case and there's not much you can do, you can just use this to get out. So that is essentially what that is. In the blue, I do have Spiral Thrust, as this is just high mobility attack. You know, again, very good. It is entirely up to preference on that regard. So, with everything said, let's move on to the hunt, which at this point is going to be Shaggaroo, because that is what we hunted with the poison lance build that I made before. And I feel like I have a natural... Where'd you go? There you are. I feel like I have a rivalry with this thing with Lance. I don't know why, but I just do. Hey. Oh wow. Everyone's just right next to each other. It's nice. I think I'll grab Pyra. I still love that though. Let's make a subspecies for the giant fire-breathing spider. What do we do? Let's give it more fire. Whoops. I love her though. I'll have to do a demonstration hunt with her. That is wrong button. Perfect. Oh, I forgot to grab the red flag bug. Oh well. That's okay. Are you serious? This is the one downside about fighting Shaggaroo with the Lance, is that all of his orbs are considered unblockable, so they all deal damage even though you block them. Whoa. tanky. So even though... Shit. What? Went over me. So even though we're not getting it too often, we are occasionally getting a adrenaline rush, thanks to Embolden. Which again, isn't a lot, but every little bit helps, right? I kind of wish we had the like heal on block that Generations Ultimate had for Lance. That was pretty fun. I wonder if they'll bring that back. To make us super tanky. Is that another horn? Oh, Pyro's back. Oh, I'm still... Oh, nice! I forgot that you could use that as a counter. Push it. Oh, Espiness came in. I'll take a free Espiness. Damn it. Nice. Nice. I was too close to him. leaving. He's gone into the super frenzy state, so that's good. Making good progress. Hasn't even been 10 minutes yet. Get that anchor rage going. Oh crap. By the way, our shield also gets that power increase from Anchor Rage. Oh, I forgot about these. Nice. Nice. Just from one down to another down. And I just missed all that. But then again, at this point, it doesn't really matter all that much. Why'd he fall over? Nice, that was a 12 minutes and 7 seconds. That's nice. Forget how long the last build video at Shagaru was. I know it was more than 15 minutes. I want to say it was roughly 18? Can't remember. Could have used Anchor Rage a bit more. But still, that went very well. But yes, that is Embolden Lance. Honestly, I've been vibing with Lance a lot here recently, so this is a very nice build, I feel like. I like Embolden. I like Embolden in general, because it synergizes a lot with Defiance, one of my favorite skills. You get Agitator a lot, so that's good. But yeah, so with that, all that's being said, if you have any ideas on how to improve the build, especially since none of this equipment is augmented, that's the other thing. None of the armor is augmented, so there's still so much room for potential of this build. It's something else that I love about it. But yeah, if you enjoyed, if you think of any ways to improve the build, or maybe ideas for a new build, please leave suggestions down in the comments. I will also be streaming a little bit on Twitch, so if you did enjoy this video, please consider checking me out over there at twitch.tv/abyssfrit. Almost said that backwards. Anyway, I hope this helped you out in some way. Hope you all have a great day and happy hunting out there.